starting this session, let us know what we have learned in the last class. In the last class, we have studied about the author C.F. Andrews and his experience about the school Shantiniketan. C.F. Andrews describes the daily routines of the school Shantiniketan. And here the choristers were the first to rise, and here the author means C.F. Andrews has shared his experience about the beauty of Shantiniketan. After an interval, the boys used to sit in fields and meditate, and later school works starts from 10:30 a.m. and there were no classrooms. 8 to 10 boys they were seated round the teacher under the tree shade. Very few books were used. Learning was carried on through conversation. If the students had doubts, they used to clarify by asking questions with the teachers. All these were learnt in the last class. Now let us continue the lesson. In the last class we have completed 4 paras, and now let us start from 5th para. Glossaries. Choristers, members who sing in the choir of a church. Hymn, song of praise to God. Meditate, to pray silently. Draftsman, a designer or one who makes plans. Recite, sing a poem or a story from memory. When the morning work is over, the boys bath and go to their meal. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the classes begin again. But at this time, the work is chiefly with the hands as well as with the mind. Handiwork is practiced, and the boys' own natural tastes are very soon discovered. Some prefer carpentry, others prefer mechanical work, and others enjoy spinning and weaving. Others become skilled draftsmen or painters, others are musicians. Here, when the morning work is over, they take a break for bathing and lunch. Means the boys, they take a break for bathing and lunch after the morning work is over. At about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the classes begin again. But at this time, the work is mainly with the hands and as well as with the mind. As per the wish or taste of the boys, they would choose their works or classes. Handiwork means in Kannada, it means handiwork means Karakushala athava ಕೆಲಸ ಕರಕುಶಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಥವಾ ಕೈಗೆಲಸ. It has handiworks is practiced, and boys are given opportunity to practice according to their own taste, own wish. And boys give preference means liking to carpentry. Carpentry means in Kannada maragelasa anta. Then mechanical work, in Kannada it means ಯಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಕೆಲಸ. ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನೂಲುವುದು. ವೀವಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ನೇಯುವುದು. ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ and music. Here the boys, they give preference to carpentry, mechanical work, spinning, weaving, drafting, painting and music. Whatever they wish according to their taste, they can choose their classes. Next, there is very little book work in the afternoon. School is over at about 4 o'clock, and then there is a rush to get first into the great open fields for football. Our Shanti Niketan boys are famous everywhere for their sports and games. Here in the afternoon there used to be very little bookwork, okay, and the school used to end in the evening at 4 o'clock. Then there will be a rush by the boys into the fields to play football. Boys used to enjoy and have fun while playing football. Shantiniketan boys were famous everywhere for their sports as well as the games, and they were very active in sports and games. In the evening at sunset, they return from the fields and sit down once more for a short time to meditate in silence. Means in the evening at the sunset, the boys used to return from the fields after playing. They used to return from the fields and they used to sit down once again or once more for a short period of time to meditate in silence. As night comes, fairy tales are told, short dramas are recited, our Gurudeva's songs are sung, and different school gatherings are held. At night, fairy tales. Fairy tales is nothing but fairy means it's a small creature with wings as well as with magic powers. Fairy tales means a story that is about the fairies or magic. Okay, at night, okay, they used to listen or they used to tell the fairy tales and they are narrated, means they are told, and short dramas were also recited, means enacted. Okay, enacted, recited in the sense to perform a play or act a part in a play. Okay, after they means at night they used to listen or they used to tell fairy tales, and then they used to recite the short dramas. And Gurudeva's songs were also sung by the students, and the different school gatherings were also held. Next, by 9 o'clock, all are glad to retire to rest. And again, the choristers go round the ashram singing their last evening hymn. There can be no questions as to the happiness of the life of a boys. Their faces tell the story of their joy and their freedom. There is no freer life in India than the life of our children at Shantiniketan. Means by 9 o'clock all were glad, means they were happy or pleased to retire to rest. Means it's like it was their bedtime. Means they used to go to sleep, and again the choristers, they used to go round the ashram and sing their last evening hymns. Here the writer says that there is a great happiness in the life of the boys who have studied in Shantiniketan. And there is no freer life, means freedom life in India, than the life of the children at Shantiniketan. Okay, so that's why it is called as the dream school of Rabindranath Tagore. See children, here are a few mains which is related to prefix and suffixes. There are three mains. Vocabulary. What is prefix? A prefix, it is a letter or it is a group of letters that you put at the beginning of a word to change its meaning. That is called as prefix. We use the letters or group of letters at the beginning of a word which changes its meaning is called as prefix. Example, reopen, non-vegetarian, open, and we should add for open prefix, that is reopen. Non-vegetarian, unhappy, etc. All these are the few examples for the prefix. And next is suffix. What do you mean by suffix? A suffix is a letter or group of letters that you add at the end of a word. Okay, a letter or a group of letters which has been added at the end of the word and that changes the meaning of the word, that is called as suffix. Prefix means first we use the prefix in the beginning of the word. Suffix means we use the letters, group of letters at the end of the word. Okay, this is the difference between prefix and suffix. Okay, so few examples of suffix is punishment, ownership, sadness. Okay, all these are the means. For punishment, at the punish at the last we are using ment, meant, that is suffix. Ownership, ship, we are adding ship, that is the suffix. Sadness. Okay, all these are the few examples for the suffix. Okay, children, in your 8th standard textbook you have the main which is related to this topic, that is prefix and suffix. Okay, so this will be your homework also. It's in page number 7, V5, V6 and V7. See, first V5, classify the following into prefixes and suffixes. See, here are a few group of few letters which are in groups. Okay, and that you should divide those words which belongs to prefixes or suffixes. Okay, first they have done first one re. Okay, and in the suffix they have used less. Okay, in the same way itself you should divide those given things into prefixes as well as suffixes. And means in prefixes you can here the miss, non, anti, and then in, ex, multi, and then sub. All these words, all these group of letters comes under prefixes. Means suffixes in the sense full, meant, able, ish, ion, ship, ive. All these group of letters comes under the suffixes. Okay, next is V6 and V7. V6 is fill in the blanks with the appropriate prefixes choosing from the ones given above, and next V7 is fill in the blanks with appropriate suffixes choosing from the ones given above. See, children, now the below mains you should do it as your homework. Okay, and you should fill prefixes and suffixes in the following dashes which is in your textbook page number 7. Next here, this is your grammar part. Okay, task 1, read the following passage, underline the common nouns, say whether they are countables, that is whether they can be counted 1, 2, etc., or whether they are uncountable nouns, that is they cannot be counted. Here you should list them under the different columns. See, 2 examples are given. Let me read the paragraph. There was a merchant in a town. His name was Parashuramappa, and he had many friends. They helped him in selling milk all over the town. Parashuramappa loved to live in peace. Also, he always spoke the truth. These qualities endeared him to all the people in the locality. Here, countable, they have underlined two, that is people. Okay, people is countable. Okay, truth is uncountable. In the same way itself, in this paragraph you should underline the words which belongs to countable nouns and which belongs to uncountable nouns. Okay, I can give you another example for countable nouns. Here we can underline merchant. Merchant is countable. Okay, and here uncountable is I can give you milk. Milk, it cannot be counted, isn't it? Okay, and in the same way you should find out the countable nouns as well as the uncountable nouns. Okay, first, what is common noun? Common nouns, they are nothing but they are the words which is used to name general items rather than specific ones. Okay, common nouns, they are everywhere and you use them all the time even if you don't realize it. And wherever you go, you will find at least one common noun. Example, mall, school, dog, country, girl, etc. Okay, in that this is the definition about common noun. Okay, now in task 1 you should find out the countable nouns and uncountable nouns, and this also you should do it as your homework. Okay, next is task 2. Task 2 is articles. Okay, first of all, what is articles? What are articles? Adjectives a or an and the are called as articles. They are really demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjective means they are adjectives that are used to modify, means change a noun, so that we know which specific person, place or thing is mentioned. A or an is called the indefinite article because it does not point out any particular or definite person or thing. So, a and an is called the definite articles. Okay, let us see. A is used before a word beginning with the consonant sound a. Okay, and it is also used before such vowels as have the sound of u, that is yu. Example for that is a union, a university, a useful book, a unit. Okay, and then a is used before the word one, one, which begins with the consonant sound of va means w-a. Okay, examples for that is a 1 rupee note, a one-eyed man, a one-way road. Okay, first here a is used before a word which begins with the consonant sounds. Example for that, a boy, a girl, a woman. And a is also used before such vowels as have the sound of u, that is yu. Example for that is a union, a university, a useful book, a unit. And a is also used before the word one, means which begins with the consonant sounds of w-a. Okay, that is a 1 rupee note, a one-eyed man, a one-way road. Okay, next let's move on to an. An is used before the words beginning with a vowel, that is a, e, I, o, u. Example for that is an enemy, an apple, an inkpot, an ugly man, an orange. Okay, and then an is also used before the words beginning with a silent h. Okay, silent h. Examples for that is an har, an honest man, an honorable man. Okay, and then next let's move on to the article the. Use of the. The is called the definite article because it is used when we speak of some particular person or thing, and the is also used before the names of rivers, seas, oceans, gulfs, mountains, ranges and groups of islands, newspapers, directions, races, etc. Okay, the is a definite article because it is used when we speak about some particular person or thing. Few examples of the article the is the apple is on the table. Okay, the apple, particularly the apple, it is on the table. Okay, and the Ganges, the Persian Gulf, the Godavari, the Bay of Bengal, the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Andamans, the Himalayas, etc. All these are the few examples of the articles. Okay, articles means here a or an and the are called articles. And here now we have learnt about the articles. Okay, and also we have learnt where to use a, an and the, isn't it? Okay, now in your textbook you have few exercises or mains regarding this topic. Okay, that is task 2. Okay, Abdul is dash excellent football player, means here we should use an excellent football player. As a student he won many prizes. Now he has joined dash multinational company, a multinational company, sorry, now he has joined a multinational company. The company encourages him to play for the state level tournaments. In this way itself you should 2 and 3. Okay, by using the articles. Okay, this is also will be your homework. Okay, and again you have home assignment questions which is related to the lesson. Okay, what kind of work do the boys practice in the afternoon? What are Shantiniketan boys famous for? How do the boys spend their evenings before they go to bed? These 3 questions are your home assignment. Okay, watch the video clearly and understand the lesson and then write the homework. Okay, here we have completed this chapter, children, a day in the ashram. I hope you people have understood all the aspects of this chapter. Okay, thank you dear children.